Fantasy Pro, better known as Nine-Keeper Football League Flex Option Noob tier. Always start your per reception owners. I am Jay Sharp, and with us this week is Hollywood celebrity Terry Valencie. Terry, you good-looking dude.
What up?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, Jay.
Thanks for being on this show this week.
I'm honored to be here. Usually you got experts, man. I don't know if I'm an expert, but thank you.
Well, hey, our motto is here is anybody could be right. So you could be right this week, Terry.
All right.
Now, we have less than a quarter of the NFL regular fantasy football season remaining. You can't believe where the season's gone. Now, Terry, what kind of general advice do you have for all of our millions of viewers?
Look, you might not like this, Jay. This might contradict everything your show's about, but I don't like these tips. Oh. I don't like all this advice and this expert stuff. Look, I came from the day when playing fantasy football, it wasn't online. It wasn't on the internet. They didn't do it for you on ESPN and Yahoo. You know, I did it in the day where you did it with your friends in your living room. You had a board. You got to pick your players. You have to literally pick the phone up and call the commissioner and say, hey, I want to pick this guy up, all right? So I'm just saying, stick with the guys that you drafted and ride it out. Have faith in your team, fellas.
I love it, Terry. Hey, especially if they're healthy, why not, right?
Exactly.
But the one thing there you did was you kind of aged yourself, Terry, and in Hollywood, that's a no-no.
Come on, I started playing fantasy football when I was 5 years old.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice comeback, Terry. Now, we're going to get right to the sharp point this week, and we're going to bring back that famous segment we got. It's called Table Football.
Okay.
Terry, we're going to take a question. You and I bat it around until we get an answer, all right?
Take it out.
So we got some snail mail that came in from Amar in Dallas. I don't know when he sent it.
Is there a forever stamp on that?
There is.
All right.
There is. But
right.
good eye. And he wants to know, he's got some injury issues, right?
Sure.
He still has an issue making the playoffs. He's not sure. He's kind of borderline right now.
Okay.
He's got 3 guys here that he wants to know if we should advise him to pick up.
Okay.
Quarterback, Case Keenum. Wide receiver, Tavon Austin. And running back, Brian Leonard. Let's throw Rainey in there as well. But you Terry, since you're a Hollywood pretty boy yourself, I'm going to let you take that Hollywood pretty boy position, quarterbacks.
Okay. All right.
What do you think about Case?
Well, listen, Amar, take my advice with a grain of salt because I'm not an expert. But I think Case Keenum is definitely the guy in Houston. Obviously, take that job away from Schaub, right? The job from Schaub, he did that slick move. And I like Keenum because he's a risk taker. He's willing to throw it to those wide receivers, and let me just say, Andre Johnson looking beautiful, and that connection is unbelievable. And I think that's going to just grow going forward. I would definitely pick up Case Keenum.
Terry, I love the risk taker advice because you're a risk taker yourself, going out to LA, doing that whole Hollywood thing, and succeeding.
I had $10 to my name, and look at me now.
You and Brad Pitt, it's not easy. But yeah, I love what you say about Case. That situation in Houston reminds me a lot of Cleveland's issues with Whedon. He doesn't throw the guys that are until they're wide open. Schaub did that. Case trusts his receivers, like you said. He throws before they get open. Like the guy. What about receivers? What do you think about Tavon Austin?
Tavon Austin, oh man. I mean, I only caught the highlights, but this guy's explosive. The future of the NFL right there. But I just don't trust the numbers right now on a consistent week-to-week basis. So I would stay away from him, especially this time in the season. Playoffs is when it matters. You need that consistency, right? You gotta perform each week, and I just don't know if Tavon Austin's there yet.
I'll tell you what, talk about themes. We got Amar from Dallas, we got Case from Houston, we got Tavon Austin.
Oh yeah, what are we doing?
It's the first bad thing we're saying about the state of Texas.
Don't mess with Texas.
But Austin didn't play a lot. 15 offensive snaps. 8 of those were special teams. Yeah, he had some big plays, but Clemens isn't the guy. They're not going to be throwing the ball a lot.
Good point.
They're not going to be blowing people out. It's just a lot of no's. But we do have, I think, one position here, wide receiver position, that has a lot of depth. A lot of guys you could pick up. Terry, who are some guys he could pick up?
I mean, who would be available? Cecil Shorts, I guess, with the Jaguars. I mean, he's the #1 wide receiver there, so he's going to put up points. I mean, he's going to get the ball thrown his way. You got, what's the guy's name over there in San Fran?
We got Manningham back.
Manningham's
or Crabtree.
back.
Manningham.
Yeah, and Crabtree, I'm not sure if he'll be back in time for the fantasy playoffs, but Manningham, I mean, he looked good last weekend, and I think Kaepernick needs somebody to throw to.
Yeah, I totally agree with her. I'm going to throw another name in that hat, and that's Kendrell Wright over in Tennessee.
Yeah.
He's just consistent all year long, with Locker, without Locker. I know people say his stock's going down because Fitzgerald's a good backup. don't underestimate him.
Will not.
So I think you throw him into there. I like Shorts. I like Manningham. We'll see. Those are good 3 options. What about that running back situation in Tampa?
Oh, man, you know, Leonard, I just don't think he has that explosiveness that you really want, again, with the playoffs so near. And I just I feel for the Doug Martin and the Mike James, the owners. I mean, especially Mike James was looking good there.
Yeah.
But I would stay away from the Buccaneers running backs right now.
I agree. I mean, one guy I liked, though, is Chris Ivory up in the Jets.
Yeah.
2
He
weeks ago,
goes full beast mode.
He does. Just like your boy Valencie, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, Ivory, big game, against his old team. He had a bye week, got a little healthy. I like him. Who else do you like maybe at running back?
You know, Dennis Johnson and the Houston Texans.
There's that theme again. You're staying in the state of Texas.
Houston, baby. Staying in Houston. Look, this guy looks the part. I mean, he's explosive. Obviously, Arian Foster's not going to be there. Ben Tate's playing with, his rib.
I think 4 broken ribs.
4 broken ribs. Look, I think Dennis Johnson, he might put up some numbers for you in the playoffs because you know they're going to feed it to him.
Yeah, and I think that's when he'll start. In about 2-3 weeks. He's going to be starting right around there.
Yep.
And he's healthy. Can't hurt. Can't hurt to be healthy.
No.
Terry, you good looking dude. I can't wait to see you back in the LA nightclub again in the dark room.
Hey man, come with me.
I'll
Answer my text, man. Let's party.
I'll come with you. Don't you worry about that.
If I can just plug, guys, coming out this Christmas, Gunfire Bliss. Check it out, man. It's going to be a fun time.
Always a great day when a celebrity's here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry, for being here. And thank you to all of our millions of fans at #NFL Fantasy Pro. See you next time. Same week, same channel.